What was that fucking sound? Okay.
It was the sound of Windows 10 having a meltdown as usual.
I don't have Windows 10. I've got Windows 8.
Oh, you're a
You
bummer.
still suck.
Anywho.
I mean, mine didn't even have Windows 8. I don't even remember which version my computer had.
Let's get back on track. We're already 4 minutes off our schedule. 34 minutes off our schedule.
Anywho, yeah, the stream just started. So, welcome back to Arcadia, episode 3. You guys finally are gonna get somewhere with a fucking story. By the way, I finally have pictures for some of the characters now.
Woo!
Fuck you mean, Dad?
Yay!
Oh, where the fuck?
And I'm sure you'll see what I mean when I say doubt it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the small kid you guys rescued,
Where's
Theo. This is him.
Hello, Theo.
Boyo.
This is Theo. This is Jean, that one guard that was really proud of his spear. You guys see him right here?
He's an absolute unit.
I see stuff. Indeed.
Yes, indeed.
This is his co-worker, Paul.
He is not a unit.
This is Martinez, the crazy nigga that was in jail.
There are sausages in the walls.
And this is your local parrot, Acroca, Polly.
What the fuck? That's a buff bird.
Yeah, he used to be a traveling monk. Then he decided, you know what? I'm gonna open a bar. I'm gonna open a bar.
Nice.
Do you guys remember what his bar is called, by the way? Because it's been like 3 weeks and I don't.
I don't fucking remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think his bar had a name.
Wish I should now deem it Pingus.
Pingus?
You guys
No.
said that.
No.
Rainbow Fortune.
No.
Let's call it the Exotic Bird Inn.
Well, let's see. He does have a twin brother who's also named Paulie, but with a Y instead of an IE, and that's like on the other side of the fucking continent, who has a tavern called the Owl's Talon. So, I don't know, but let's see. Do I have a picture? D&D stuff. Where is it? All right. That owl thing that's in the Arcadia Characters channel, the Whisperer is on a relief portrait in the on the back wall of his brother's bar. For some reason. Anyways, so recap. You guys brought Theo back to the village. Jean pointed a spear in your face. Called Luthien a hooker. Basically said, "Oh, you must be that new hire down at the brothel." And you started making crazy Jamaican sounds, and they thought you were fucking insane, so they threw you in jail, since they don't have insanatoriums in this day and age.
I helped.
Where you met? Yeah, Jack helped. Where you met? Salieri, who accused Martinez of being a pedophile. Who, by the way, did not exist before Salieri said something. It was an empty cell. Or it was planned to be an empty cell, but hashtag Crystal fucks everything up.
Sausages!
Oh, anyways, so Crystal and Luthien were released. They gave some cooked sausages to Martinez. I don't know how the fuck Salieri smuggled those in.
I mean, she doesn't have any pockets, does she?
No, Salieri, the jester. Not
Luthien.
I mean, you gotta see, there's only one way to smuggle something in, and I'm not saying how.
Oh, no!
Hey, go!
Ah, no!
So
You gave this man butt sausages.
Fire! No! Ew!
Come on. This is not what happened.
Oh, he put a sausage in his ass. Fire!
Bosky boy.
viewers. Well,
Get out of pocket, you motherfucker!
Until
I just had back pockets.
today.
Ah, yeah, you have one back pocket next to you, like in the middle of your cheeks.
Okay, back on track, please. Please.
Like, fuck.
You gave this poor man butt sausage.
Like, you have that fucking one pocket.
Anywho.
For what it's worth, it might taste like chicken.
I will have Boris mute you if you don't stop.
Bob Tiboy!
Guys, stop. I need to calm down. I'm laughing too hard.
Bob Tiboy!
Whew, okay, anyways, so they got out of jail. Salieri went to the bar to get drunk off his ass because he's tired of this shit. And started hearing voices in his head. And then he started picking fights. Oh, by the way, he was in jail for stealing the entire village's supply of spoons.
They were cursed, I tell you.
He believes they were cursed by a witch. But he's really just stupid.
No, you.
Arya, the little dragon lolly that's angry as shit, got plastered drunk after one shot of Ifrit's breath. And just dropped like a rock.
Oh, yeah.
So she's unconscious for the next few hours still. Which is why Lexi is late. We're able to start without her because her character is fucking unconscious. You guys probably will never be seeing Terror again because Colby got a night job. I've come to make an announcement. Colby's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife.
Nice.
Oh my.
The Sonic Adventure 2 abridged Eggman rant about Shadow. But it's...
Oh boy,
But
that's
it's-
long recap. I love these.
Okay, anyways, Salieri got into a fight with Thistle. Jack, hungover, broke it up by putting them both to sleep. Hauled Salieri outside and leaned him against the walls of the log cabin bar that Polly owns. And he started hearing voices saying, "There's cheese in the walls."
Cheese.
Anyways, they decided that Thistle was going to go talk to the village chief. And everyone had some breakfast, except for Lexi, who is still unconscious. And, okay. Turning it over to you guys.
Did nothing happen last week?
No.
That's fine.
We spent a long time cleaning up the catastrophic damage Crystal created with his stupidity.
So, for the past 2 weeks, nothing happened.
We didn't do a campaign last week because, like, half the people weren't going to be here. Plus,
Right, okay,
plus
so
I
that
had
means-
plus I had cyanide poisoning. So
Oh, that's always fun.
Oh my.
gotta love assholes dumping cyanide into the water supply.
I'm sorry. I thought it was juice.
God damn it!
Thought
It
it-
looked tasty. Mayu.
By the way, Diva, you do that voice way too well. Just saying.
Thank you.
Well, god dang it, you goddamn someone.
All right, so
That's my old kid anthem.
so Thistle's about to leave. Does anyone want to go with him?
Jack's a bit too defensive to do that. So he
Sure, why the fuck not?
Oh yeah, Jack just found out about fucking what was her name? Reyna
Right.
getting alien
Right.
stomach bursted, and how Renanage never really existed.
So, picking of your imagination.
Yeah, so he's still sitting by the bar. Shook.
Okay, so where are we again?
You're all in a tavern.
Right.
Everyone just finished discussing about having to go talk to the village chief and brief him on the situation because, you guys had some weapons that belonged to Bao cultists that haven't been seen in this
Right.
area in 1,000 years.
Right. Okay. And what time of day is it?
Yep.
About 9 a.m., 10 a.m., somewhere around there.
Okay.
Also, is Salieri actually trying to follow Thistle?
I don't know, Crystal, are you?
I'm just tagging along and doing stuff.
Thistle will try and just turn around and say, "Don't you dare follow me."
You guys do your
I
little
swear
discussion.
to
I
God.
left my dice downstairs. I gotta go get them real quick.
You can't tell me what to do, Mom.
One, I'm not sure what to do. I can't tell you what to do. Because if you don't, I will fucking gut you. Understand?
Okay, but why would you do that? That takes effort on your part.
Trust me, it will literally be the least amount of effort that I expend on any individual that I have ever experienced in my entire life.
You know, it could always be worse.
Are barely worth. It could be significantly worse. Trust me. Me versus you, you die first.
I mean,
Please, I beg you, go away before I got you.
you know, the more you say that, the more I'm actually compelled to do it. So I'm going to do it because that's what you want.
What are you doing?
There will be no gutting in a diner hall, thank you.
Oh, no.
Lucian, you have no right to talk. Trust me, you have no right to talk.
You know, if you wanted to go gutting,
I'm a human being and wait, fuck. I fucked up.
you know, if you wanted to go gut something, you could always catch a couple of fish in a day.
So,
Right.
I've got fish that are worse than you.
Have the right to talk.
You know, make a nice flambe, fry it up on a grill, add a couple of spices, get fancy.
Okay, let's calm down there, Gordon Ramsay.
Basically, not hungry.
Nothing. Just forget what I just said.
I mean, I've heard of Gordon Gorsey, but I mean, hey, hell if I know.
It's Gordon Ramsay, you twit.
See, where I come from, they call him Gordon Gorsey.
While you guys are out here, while you guys are busy fighting, you see a small tear in reality open up between the two of you. And Astraea comes pouring out.
God.
Astraea comes flopping out of it.
Thank God.
Onto the ground. She's having like what seems like a seizure. You can see an area around her chest that's radiating like bright red, and it looks like it's burning her.
Jack immediately runs over to Astraea.
Holy shit! Fire?
One of the only friends he has left from his old group.
Thistle also runs right over to her.
I kind of like waltz over because I see like flame-looking like things.
Can I do a medicine check?
Is Salieri walking over?
This would be an Arcana check, actually.
Okay, I was gonna say, if not medicine, then Arcana. 19!
Oh yeah, you can tell her soul is burning her body from the inside out.
I can't sleep on Astraea.
We need a doctor here? Is somebody a doctor?
I can't sleep on Astraea.
Okay, cast it.
Let's put that girl to sleep. Does she have 18 hit points?
She has exactly 19.
Fuck! Okay. Now I only have one spell slot left. Fuck.
Alright, what's this fire we got here? Can I inspect this fire?
Oh my god.
Can I take 7 of my cold silver bullets and try and like put them into where her soul is at like the hottest point on her body?
But you don't know that her soul's burning.
Her soul is
I can see that she's catching on fire.
No, she's not actually catching on fire. Like, if you put your hands near it, it feels cold to the touch.
Okay, so can Lucian attempt to
What you're seeing is you're seeing like a
hold Astraea hold?
You're seeing like a purplish red thing. Look like, you know how when you burn paper, how it slowly like burns the edges as it goes inward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going from a center point on her chest and burning outward like that.
Okay.
And there's like a wine-colored reddish-purple hole that's opening up in her chest.
Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
With my last spell slot.
Unfortunately, it does nothing because this is not damaging her health.
Fuck! Not?
Does it not cure her wounds, though?
It's not a wound. Her soul is literally burning out her body.
Fuck, okay, so
Alright, if you don't do something.
Fire, yeah. I wonder what this is like. Can I inspect and try to see what other properties this fire has? Or just burning
Sure.
sensation?
Roll Arcana for you.
Super. Right.
Okay. You don't know how it is, but you're like, ooh, that's like when paper burns.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens. I wonder what happens if I blow on it, and then you blow on it. It speeds up.
Yeah, it figures.
Okay. Got nothing.
Nice.
Jack's gonna slap a... What's your character's name again? I know it started with TH. It was like
Tharden.
Atlas or something.
Tharden.
Tharden, yeah. He's gonna slap Tharden for doing that.
Oops. I'm not sorry.
Like,
My apologies.
you hear her. You hear Estrella let out a silent scream. That's like. And then suddenly, it all spreads to the outer extremities of her body, and she just vanishes.
Oof.
Did she just get Thanos?
Sorry, yeah?
You know, in retrospect, I probably could have gotten rid of that fire. Someone asked.
It wasn't a normal fire.
I'm just saying that for the fire.
Australia is probably dead. What the fuck?
Jack drops to his
You don't know who she is. Your character doesn't know who she is.
No, I'm going out of character when I say that.
The answer to your question is yes, she probably is.
Fuck.
Yeah, Jack just dropped to his knees and tears start running down his face.
Oof.
Oh wow. Now I kind of feel bad. I wish probably should have done
And Jack knows Australia. That's
Help
some
us.
deep shit.
So,
But I suppose what's done is done. I'll be outside while you guys do your thing.
I suggest you all go inside. Trust me, I have to go talk to the village. And, I'd rather not have a single fucking one of you around me.
Oh, that's kind of rude.
Oh, that's
What harm have I ever done?
Currently, nothing.
Yeah, what harm have I done to
Don't want
anybody
to be around
here?
any of you. The answer to the question is, I just don't want to be around any of you.
That's
For
fair.
several reasons that I choose not to explain at this current point in time.
How very ominous.
Well, that's sad.
Salieri watched this whole thing and said, Salieri, you hear a voice whisper in your ear. There's cheese in the floors. Crystal, you there?
No, he said BRB.
Fuck. Well, you guys don't know this, but a voice whispered in Salieri's head, there's cheese in the floorboards. Anyways, so, none of you are going to go with Thistle to see the village chief.
No, Jack has to do that right now.
Well, fuck. I kind of want
And,
Crystal to be here to see what happens.
Well, he just left.
He's gone. He's leaving.
He is poofed.
He literally just left.
Yeah, that.
Oh, we
So
left the
sorry,
call.
gotta
You left the
pop out
call and
and
everything. Fuck.
What the hell?
He's popping out and calling it a day. Motherfucker. Okay.
What the hell?
Nothing
My
to
you.
do with family.
Yeah.
Something to do
Anyways,
with family,
so
that's all I know.
okay, go on. You guys continue.
Wonderful.
So Fizzle turns to Jack and says, well, that's a thing. I assume we'll talk further later. I don't think that we can
Brian, I can barely hear you, bro.
feasibly. Damn it. That's weird.
No, like
Yeah,
I can hear you, but you're softer than everyone else, and I don't think it's picking up on the stream.
Okay. Okay, so, Jack, I'm sorry, but I assume that we'll talk about this more later, because that's a thing that I can't handle right now, because I've already lost more than enough people in my life currently, and I'm just going to go talk to the village chief and figure out what the fuck is going on, because that's what you all told me to fucking do.
Insight. I am going to insight your character, Thistle. That's a 5, I don't get nothing.
That's a history check.
Oh! What? Oh. Never mind then. Whoops.
You did it.
That's 18.
What are you trying to figure out exactly?
You just seem to be talking too fast. Seems like you just didn't care. I just
Thistle
want
always
to
talk fast.
Yeah,
Thistle
I
always
wasn't
talk
sure.
fast. I know I don't talk fast, but
Thistle
Thistle
actually
always
cares.
talks fast.
That's very
Oh, so did Thistle. Like, you can tell that he's very shook, but he's processing, and he has no idea what to do, because he said he'll talk to you about it later, because right now there's more important things to do.
Okay.
And currently deal with an already lost friend
Okay.
that he literally couldn't do anything about. So he is walking away.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
I'm very curious about that burning sensation that woman felt. I so wish that I could.
Percy there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, Jax can go for a walk. After Thistle leaves, Jax leaves.
Okay.
Alright, I so wish I could inspect that fire some more. That burning.
Well, you can you can inspect the ash that's left in the middle of the bar. There's literally her. There's her vaporized corpse in the middle of the bar.
Yes, I wish to inspect that. Very much so.
Alright.
Is anybody else hearing Keith?
Yeah, I'm hearing his breathing constantly.
Breathing. Okay, I was wondering if it was just me or not.
Inhale.
Anyways.
So what shall I?
Okay, just investigation, I guess.
Investigation. This one.
As you reach your hand into the pile of ash, it kind of just further disintegrates somehow. Like it just floats up into the air and dissipates when you disturb it.
Does Thistle see them do that?
No, you're already out of the bar.
Is there any magical
I thought we
remnants?
were all outside.
Oh no, you guys were all in the middle of the fucking bar. Polly was in the back cooking and didn't hear any of it, or he would have thrown all of you guys out. He doesn't want people dying in his bar.
Well, was anybody else in the bar, or was it just us?
Salieri, but he's not here. Luthien was also there to see that.
Okay. So currently the only people that are around are, well, Salieri, but Salieri is having a seizure.
No, Salieri's not having a seizure. That was Estrella that was having the seizure until she died.
Yeah, because there's nothing that we can fucking do about that.
Yep. I mean, you're a hollow witch. You gave up your soul for the power. So when you get your soul back, the power is gonna eat you alive.
Fuck.
That's how that's gonna go. And she wasn't supposed to get her soul back.
Do we all know this?
Yeah.
Well, we weren't even trying to get her soul back. She just kind of came across it on her own.
Yeah, you guys came across it in Jack's jar of dirt.
God
I thought it was Homer's soul.
It was both of them.
Rip.
Oh.
So do we know this or no?
You guys know that.
Okay, well, how do we just...
No. Actually,
the characters don't.
Your characters don't, but you do. The The only ones that would know of this are Jack, because he was there when he was there when Jack joined.
Right.
Jack was there when Jack joined.
Yeah, Jack was there. Asphalt was there when Sparrow joined.
I wanted to say this before, and I wanted to do like a sort of like history check to see if any these ashes were like found of before. And I have my background, which is push button. I could learn stuff or recall pieces of lore.
Oh yeah, you realize that it's something called an ethereal ash, which is just something that I'm pulling out of my ass at this point. It's when a dimensional void witch dies, their body combusts into it.
Oh, that's cool. So it wasn't really fire or burning sensations, more.
No. It was like how paper burns. It started as like a pinprick in the middle of her chest, and it spread out really fast.
But I mean, in terms of like what Tyrant is interested in, it's not what he wanted.
Yeah, he thought it was like he thought it was fire.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like
Fire!
I guess you could say, of the witch's soul and body itself. So he's just like, okay, well, I'm done with that.
Question.
Yo.
As Thistle is walking towards wherever the direction the chief's place is.
Well, you should probably ask around to get directions.
Okay, Thistle will do that because I thought he already was pointed in the direction last week or last time we played.
I don't remember. Either way, it's probably going to be the biggest building other than the bar, since it's
Corvus, what time of day is this?
I said it's like 10 a.m. at this point.
Okay, so we're after we're done finished eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Yes. We have eaten breakfast, witnessed a friend dying, and you guys are, well, two of you are sitting in the bar with, just chilling, and Jack has wandered off to go do whatever it is that he's doing, and Thistle is going to go attempt to talk to the village chief to see how well that's going to go.
This is getting pretty stressful. I gotta go get a drink.
Alright, well, as Thistle travels to the village chiefs, he notices a building about the size of the bar. They're both about equal in size, the largest buildings in the village. And as he gets closer, he realizes something that looks sort of like a dream catcher, but it's made entirely of animal products, such as bone, horn, and like rawhide and shit. And it is decorated with various plumes of different colored feathers from different birds and creatures, I'm going to say.
It's like, this is probably it.
It's like right above the front door of the longhouse. You notice the building is, most buildings in this town are roughly like log cabin type buildings.
He's gonna look around. Is there like a tree off, like away from like everything else, but still like nearby?
There is a gigantic tree in the middle of the town, which is about probably 200 feet away from this building.
Anything behind, like within a fair, like 100 to 200 feet of the building that's not the center of town? Or do I have to go outside to do that? Find any other trees?
What, like outside the town? Or outside what?
Like just
yeah. Other than the large tree they have in the town square, there's like hardly any other trees in the village. It's built kind of like a early settlement. That's like most of the trees in the village were taken down to make either firewood or build their buildings.
Okay. He'll just walk up and like, knock lightly on the door, just...
I assume Riser and Homer are with them too.
Yeah, they're there. And as you knock on the door slowly swings open, and the place is kind of empty. You see two large wooden chairs that look like they're carved out of a large tree stump, situated in the back of the room that you enter on, centered, and like against the back wall. And you see a fire pit in the middle that is inlaid into the ground and surrounded in stone. And you see like cushions made of animal hide around the fire pit. Although it's relatively empty. Up by the two large stump chairs, you see a larger stump that is carved to look like a table. And on it you see a metal dome placed on top of it. Like, with a handle. Like, you know the whole serving tray thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
This one kind of looks to Riser and Homer and is just like, oh, I'm surprised you followed me because I wasn't aware anybody else was following me. Sorry, I was in a haze for a moment there.
Oh, no worries.
Hey, G-Dog.
So, should we walk in? I mean, fuck it, I'm improvising at this point. Excuse me, hello, anybody home? Where some of the people who found the son of the village chief,
No response.
whose name I was never told?
No,
Anyone here?
Yeah, his name's Theo. You know him. You traveled with him for, like,
No,
5 days.
I know his name's Theo. We were never told his parents' name.
Ah,
We were never told the name of the village chief. Just go talk to the village chief. He found his son Theo. We were never told the village chief's name. We were never told the village chief's wife's name. We only know Theo. We know that he's the son of the village chief.
alright, well,
That is it. We were just told to come see the village chief.
they all just call
Here.
they all just call him Chief for some reason. Like, he has a name.
Like Chief.
He has a name, but no one uses it.
Yeah.
So, you walk in, you pass the fire pit, and you smell what smells like bear meat simmering.
Oh, this was not walking in.
Oh, you're not walking in? Fuck.
No, this was like waiting at the door to be invited in. Like a proper person with proper manners.
Etiquette.
Well,
Exactly.
there's no response, so you think no one's home.
And he leaned back, closed the door, said, well, I guess we'll come back later. Do you two agree, or should we, just waltz in there like, stupid people? I'm
You
talking
two?
to Riser and Homer.
Uh,
Talking to Riser and Homer.
uh,
I mean, do you agree, Riser, Homer?
out of character. You know what? Fuck it. I had a really funny thing that was gonna happen to introduce the characters, but fuck it. Or
I'm sorry.
God fucking damn it, Brian. You know what? I think I have a way to force it anyways. Homura, being the curious little ball of energy she is curious what that iron dome was. So she runs in, past the fire pit, and lifts it up and sees a sandwich on a plate with a note on top of it.
No! Homura! Homura, what are you
What?
doing? Homura, get out of there. Come on, get out of there. Put that back. I will walk
By the way,
in.
Luke
after
Ian is still at the
Homura,
bar.
Put the lid back on the sandwich and no, come on, we're leaving. Come on, get out. As this will try to push her out.
Well, she grabbed the note and says, "What? They left us a note."
They left us a note, or they left someone else a note?
I mean, it's implied that it's us. Read the fucking note.
Why don't you read it out?
I look at the note.
The note says,
Look at the note.
she opens it up. It was folded like a little triangle to sit on top of the sandwich before. So you unfold it and it says, "Thanks for rescuing our son Theo. As thanks for all your hard work in bringing our home safe, we made you a sandwich. It's really fucking good. I hope you like it. Unfortunately, we had to leave to handle that dire bear that attacked our son. It's not gonna fuck around in our territory any longer. And it's signed Carson and Alana. Well, Elena, my bad.
Ah,
I heard a lot of.
Yeah, I meant to say Elena.
thought it was Alina, but whatever.
Elena, something like that.
Maybe that's-
Fucking Allena. Alana, whatever.
So Al. We'll call her Al. How about
Oh.
that?
Just call her L. That's what Carson's gonna call her anyway. So, anyways, so you guys got a sandwich that you just left behind. They went out to hunt down the bear that attacked their son because they're fucking pissed.
Angry.
You guys went through all this trouble, and your reward is a sandwich.
I mean, at least they were generous.
I mean, it is a big fucking sandwich. Like, it could probably feed like 4 people if you cut it in quarters.
Wait, deadass. How, like, Leo, what's in the sandwich?
Like, it's like a sub, bruh. It's like a sub, like about 8 inches wide, but it's also like 5 inches thick. So it's a big loaf of bread caked with
Big honking sub.
yeah, it's an extra thick sub.
Nice.
Okay,
Alright,
so
Lupin is gonna walk from the bar to you guys, see what's going on. He's like, hey, how's everything going? And what's going on?
Thistle is still holding up Homura by the back of her collar. It's just like,
Okay, Homura, you stay out here.
Lupin sees the sandwich like, oh, hey, a sandwich!
the door's closed, you idiot.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Ooh, wait, the door's closed.
Like, you don't see shit. You
Dude,
don't see shit. You see Thistle throw Homer outside
and
and walk
so,
back inside and
basically
close the door for a second.
wait, so
Just wait there.
Thistle went back inside?
Yes, Thistle went back inside to retrieve the fucking sandwich.
The sandal?
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Sandal.
So he's gonna take like some like leather or whatever that he has that's lying around, put the sandwich on it, wrap the sandwich in it, pick it up, and leave.
Okay.
Abducted the sandwich. Separately.
And there will be a note, and we'll leave behind a note that says, "Thank you, much appreciated, Thistle." And then, like, leave that. And then walk out the door, go to hand the sandwich to Riser, and say, "Do whatever the fuck you want with this. I'm going for a walk." And he walks out of town.
He just fucking leaves.
Just gets up and walks
and
away.
he just fucking leave. And he takes the sandwich and he's outside of town. And by the way, the only person who could try and catch him is Homura, because he's faster than fucking all of you.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I forgot Homura was so fast.
Oh, she's a speedy girl.
Yeah, she has a movement speed of 50 and can dash as a bonus action. Isn't slowed down by rough terrain.
Oh, shit. Damn, nice.
Yeah, and that's at level fucking 1 apparently.
Broken.
That's OP.
Well, no, you're all level 2 except for Salieri at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm level 1 in 2 classes, so...
Ah.
Right, that makes sense. Cool. Alright, well, I guess
Anywho.
he's gone. I'm still chilling at the bar.
So, yeah, Riser and Homer can do whatever the heck they want with that sandwich. Jack also wandered off to do whatever the heck it is that Jack's doing. And Luthien is trying to be meta as hell.
What?
Like, you heard about a sandwich, so you just decided to show up.
No. Let me just explain. Because I said it myself. I walked from the bar to the place where you guys are at. Typically, I open a door. If I manage to open a door, and I see the sandwich.
That would have taken you like 20 minutes, bruh.
Yeah, you specifically came over to eat the sandwich, which you didn't know was there.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, Kiki, don't try to be meta. Don't try to be meta.
Nigga, no one's being meta.
Yeah, you are a little bit.
Yeah, you're being meta.
I won't look into be useful.
There's enough for you to be useful with.
Anyways,
Just going there and eat a shit.
Like Luthien, you wouldn't have been any use there anyways, because if Carson and Elle were there, then they would have just spent forever and a day giving a brief rundown of what happened in the first half of the campaign.
you have anything planned right now, Corvus?
No, not really. Why? What's up?
Okay, because I was gonna say, Jack just want to look for like a place where like a bunch of people are gathered.
Okay. Well,
That is still waiting back at the bar for people to come back.
Well, you're strolling around in town, and you notice that people are hanging what look to be animal products made ornaments on the large tree in the middle of town. It looks like they're decorating for some sort of festival or event.
Alright, is there anyone close to me?
Well, you're like 20 feet, 30 feet away from the people that are decorating the tree. You can walk up and ask.
I don't want to get too close to the tree because I don't want to interrupt anyone. But I might get close enough to someone who's like far away enough from the tree that's not really bothering what they're doing.
Alright. Well, you walk up to one of the villagers, and they're like, interested in what we're doing, huh?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Greetings.
It is like tradition? Like
Oh,
a holiday?
something of that sort. Every so often we do this about 4 or 5 times a year. We thank Gaia for the good harvest, as well as prosperous hunting in the area. We never seem to run out of food, and our crops never seem to wither, so we throw a festival honoring the life tree in our village to honor her.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we don't talk about that time about 200 years ago where people forgot to.
Ooh. Or?
What?
Ooh.
What'd you say, Diva? I couldn't hear you over everyone else.
Sorry.
Forgot?
Someone forgot to throw the festival because they were lazy, and we don't talk about what happened after that.
Insight.
Okay, roll it.
That's a 15.
Yeah, you notice that they are just, like, stressed as hell. And do you want to ask them to elaborate on that?
Does it seem like they want to do this? Does it seem like they want to do this? Since you said they're stressed.
No, they're stressed from thinking about the time that it wasn't done. You can tell that they have some kind of belief that if they don't do this, then Gaia will forsake them. All their crops will die, and all the animals will relocate, so they won't be able to hunt anymore. They believe that if they don't do the festival, Gaia will be fucking pissed and basically inadvertently kill them all.
That's a terrifying thought.
What's a terrifying thought?
Nothing, just thinking to myself.
He's gonna insight that.
Okay, and I'm going to deception that.
Okay?
That's a 21.
Fuck, he got a 19.
Okay.
It says, well, if you're not doing anything, do you want to help us decorate? All you have to do is hang some of these entrails up in the tree. Don't worry, they're dried out. It's kind of like,
Sausages.
What's that called? Tinsel? At this point.
I don't know what tinsel is, but I'd be happy to just get it and cheer me up right now.
Alright, he hands you this, and Diva, you know, like that sugar candy that's like pulled until it's like silk. It starts off as like a hard glob, and then it's like taffy, but they pull it until it's like it feels like silk or hair.
Oh yeah.
It's got the consistency of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
This town's apparently really good with magical preservatives for their animal products. They make sure nothing goes to waste.
So, yeah, Jack's gonna help them decorate.
All right. You're a small little fella, so what they're gonna do is they have like a small set of stairs that they pull out. That's like 5 or 6 stairs that go up, and not like a ladder, just like actual fucking stairs that they just roll up for you, so you can help decorate the tree.
Sure-footed.
What?
Good thing I have sure-footed, which makes me ignore non-magical difficult terrain.
Yeah, well, you were a donkey, so you couldn't climb a ladder, so I figured, hey, use this. So, you're decorating the tree. Thistle, you're outside the village, right?
AFK.
Thistle?
This. Oh.
Brian?
Brian.
Ryan is muted.
Motherfucker.
Soon she is speaking.
Alright, okay, I'll come back to that later. Luthien, I'm ignoring your meta-ing. You're back at the bar with Tharden. You finished your breakfast and everything. What do you want to do?
Well, first off, I want to know where the fuck everybody went.
Thistle went for a walk and he's outside the village, just strolling around. You know that Jack also went for a walk because he's depressed. You don't know what he's doing right now. And as far as you know, Riser and Homra are with Thistle at the village chief's place. Salieri is in the corner, whispering to himself and rocking back and forth in a fetal position, saying, "There's cheese in the floor. There's cheese in the walls."
Damn, there's cheese in the walls.
And Tharden is sitting there poking the ash with a stick, waiting for people to get back.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, a lot of weird shit. Alright.
The ash is just laying there. No one's noticed anything. Just be poking it with a stick.
You're like making Astraea ash art on the ground now.
Yeah. I was like, man.
Don't do that.
Like,
I'm just looking at it, I'm just like, what the fuck?
The pile of ice. The piled corpses. Tharden doesn't give a shit.
Ooh. So yeah, Jack's helped decorating this tree. He is decorating a tree, right?
Yes,
Decorating
you're
a tree.
decorating a gigantic tree. The trunk probably takes about a minute and a half just to walk around.
What the fuck?
It is a big motherfucking tree in the middle of town.
That's like fucking huge. It takes me like. Okay, no, that's fair. Okay.
I mean, if you're walking slowly, then it's like.
Yeah, I get it. Probably as big as this my house. It's just like, okay, this is feasible. It's big, but yeah. Cool.
Big motherfucking tree. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tharden's getting pretty bored of poking ash, so he's just gonna let that shit on fire, see if it catches.
Okay. Roll, I guess.
Luthien is like, okay, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. So I look around to see something important.
Roll, I guess, performance to light it on fire.
Alright. Wait, performance for who?
No, not
Oh,
you.
did I do that multiple? Oops.
Yeah,
sorry,
you did.
I didn't see that come up.
Not you, Keepy. It's just Brando. So you light it and your fire gets snuffed out. Like
Shit.
it won't catch.
Lame. Alright, I guess I'll just clean this up and then put it somewhere else. Oh, wait, it's true. It seems like that centaur dude was pretty attached to this, so I guess I'll put it in a jar for him. Do I have a jar? I think I may have a jar.
You have like a small mason jar with a latching lid.
That'll do. I'll just prestidigitation all the things into the jar. So
that
like every last drop.
Okay, so right as you do that, Riser and Homer walk back through the door to the tavern. Say, Thistle got pissy and walked off. Jack's decorating a tree with what looked to be intestines.
I see.
And got a fucking sandwich. And he sets it down on the bar and unwraps the leather. He opens it up in the 4 directions, and you see this giant motherfucking sub sandwich. That's like it's like about solid 5 or 6 inches tall, stacked with meats and cheeses and veggies and everything.
Well, if I needed to eat, I'd be so hungry right now. But I think I'll leave it to you guys. So if you guys aren't had it, then it's fine.
Well, it's been like 2.5 hours now since they left, so it's probably been about 5 hours since you guys had breakfast. Now it's about 1 or 2 p.m.
Oh, I straight up don't need to eat.
Wait, real shit? You just don't need to eat?
Pretty sure, yeah. What is it? Fuck. I think it's elemental nature. Yep.
Huh. Whack.
Yep, that's only Therodin though.
That's only Therodin. That's why,
Fireman's are OP.
yeah, that's why Para wants, everyone to be happy and eat rations.
Yeah, pretty much. Since she only needs to eat them when she's up.
Ugh.
And Therodin's just like, yeah, whatever.
So I did have a thing that I was gonna do.
Okay.
So that you know. Basically, Thistle's going to, after he leaves town, he's going to be about 2 miles away.
Okay.
And he's going to holler out and see if anybody's around.
Holla back.
See if anybody, hears him. And as soon as nobody does, he's going to take out his short sword. He's going to go to the nearest tree and just rage chop it.
I see. Angry.
Screaming like a madman.
Okay, I want you to roll 10.
Would you mind doing this for?
Okay, 10 either strength or dex checks.
That they would all be dead. And I would need you to roll them for me.
Okay, that's a 12, nat 20, 9, 19, 7, 21, 16, 8, 20. Yeah, with each chop, your short sword wears down its durability a little bit. You've chopped about half the fucking trunk of the tree out by the end of this. That nat 20 split really deep because you screamed especially loud when you did that.
He probably screamed, "Vorpal!"
No, that's Riser that does that.
I know, I was just joking.
Yeah, the edge of your short sword is really fucking dulled now, and it's gonna do decreased damage till you sharpen it.
That's fine. Thistle's just gonna start dashing between trees and just hitting them with the blunted blades and just he's just darting around going from tree to tree, just striking them repeatedly dashing around in a circle, screaming and just utter rage.
Why you have to be mad?
Paul's man.
I think he's mad because he can't get home.
He's mad because of a lot of reasons.
See,
But yeah, he's just out there for a little while until he exhausts himself because he has to rage on something. And the safest thing that he can rage on is a innocent cluster of trees.
and Gaia smites you.
What
are you doing to my trees?
Trees.
To be fair, I don't think this one knows about Gaia.
He knows nothing.
Yeah, so
But
he's just out here wailing on trees, taking out his rage on them, and he gets to one tree and he's just like goes to swing and whack his fucking short sword on it, right, the dulled one. But he hits a knot where you hit a knot where a branch is coming up, and the blade of your short sword snaps. And I'm gonna roll a d20 for you, see what happens. Well, a d100, see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, a 99. Damn. Well, your blade snaps and it flies towards your face, but you dodge it and pinch it between your fingers, and you're like, fuck! like, you know that whole, like, I'm gonna flex on this nigga by stopping their sword by pinching it between my two fingers thing? You literally caught a broken blade that was flying at your face with two fingers.
He's like, fuck! This nigga almost died.
Like, while he's, still covered up and everything, because he's got his scars and shit on, what you guys don't know is that he's only partially shifted, which is not technically a thing, I'm just playing it as that. And, he's just...
So he's breathing really heavily.
Yes, unlike what Kiki is doing, he's doing...
I'm not even breathing. It's either I'm not breathing, it's either I'm, like, breathing lightly or not breathing at all.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I'm just playing around. He's just... Once he's, sufficiently let out some rage, he... corrects himself, stands up straight, straightens out his clothes, wipes the sweat from his brow, grabs his now broken blade, and wanders back to town. I'm assuming that probably takes like a couple hours for him to actually get exhausted with that.
Yeah, it takes a while.
So everybody can do... Yeah, it takes a while to walk 2 miles or so, and then, like, let out your rage for several long minutes.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope he didn't attract the dagger bear.
Mommy and Daddy are taking care of that. It's not a problem. So yeah, he just wanders back into town at some point within, I'm assuming it's probably like 2 or 3 in the afternoon at this point, because like he left at like, I want to say 10:30.
Yeah, however,
We'll say.
what you guys are missing, however, is... oh wait, no, I'll have to do this next session. This is... Oh, well, no, actually, I can do this. This works. It's okay. Just keep going.
So he's just, I mean, I'm done for the moment. This was letting out some of his rage at literally everything, because he's just...
You better make sure he doesn't, like, kill anything in sight.
Oh, the only thing that's literally on his list of things to possibly kill are Luthien and Salieri.
Why the fucker?
Because Luthien...
Because she's pissing him the fuck off.
How?
She just is.
No, like literally, like Kanye West says, how? Like all he is doing now is existing.
Yes, her very existence pisses him off.
That's fucked up.
Granted,
You just haven't asked him, and I'm not telling you why.
Oh, that's some fucked up shit.
You're welcome. This was a very fucked up person right now. Literally, the only person he doesn't dislike at this current moment is Jack, because he knows Jack.
oh,
There's
I
other
just
problems.
realized something. Jack wouldn't know about Reyna. Neither would Thistle, because that happened before you guys met Thistle. None of you would know about that.
Riser would. He was one of the older.
Oh yeah, Riser would. That's right. I thought Thistle told Jack. I was like, fuck.
No, Riser was one who told me.
All right, I thought I
Well,
fucked something. I thought I fucked something up, and there was a plot hole.
No, potholes.
The chick with the tiger or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, Thistle doesn't know who that was.
So Thistle's just
Yeah,
pissed
no,
off
okay.
about everything. Meanwhile, Jack has depression.
Jack is depressively decorating a tree.
Yeah, and none of you guys are willing to talk to Thistle because he's a pissed off little shit right now. Mind you,
That's some shit.
he has a lot of reasons to be a pissed off little shit right now. A lot.
Theoden can't read people. So you're crap. Wait, so you back in the town, or are you?
Yeah, he's back in the town.
At some point, I walk into the tavern. I'm dirtier than I was when I left.
You need to back the mic up from your mouth just a little bit, bro.
I'm not breathing, Corvus.
Yeah, well, we hear something.
Well,
Wind.
It's either you or something else, because we're hearing.
Pretty much.
What the fuck
Constantly.
are you hearing?
We're hearing like someone breathing into their mic every second and a half.
That.
Do you have a fan running, Keithy?
No, I have nothing running right now.
You know those oscillating fans that spin? They spin to one direction and then go back to the other.
Yeah, like all fans. Those fans.
Well, like stand-up fans, yeah. It sounds like one of those is like blowing across the mic and going past it and then just coming back. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, so Thistle's back in town. He's significantly dirtier and more tired than before. He's also worked up quite the appetite.
Good thing we have a sandwich. You seem tired, old buddy, old pal. I heard you went out of town for a time, and I'm not gonna ask what you did, but you seem dirty and hungry, so help yourself.
I let out some rage onto an innocent group of trees, if you must know.
Are trees a new type of being? Oh, you just meant actual trees. Never mind.
No, just trees. Although I hope none of them were dryads, because that would be very, very bad.
I hope none of them were dryads, too. About how many trees did you take your sword to?
I'll say 7.
Oh, boy. Let's see.
Fuck, wallet, fuck, shit.
They would have come out if he had started, chopping into a random tree. They would have definitely come.
Nat 20. That's definitely not a dryad. That's a tree that was dead and was killing other trees in the area by sucking up all their nutrients. So you actually did any dryads, if there are any, a favor by killing that one.
Okay, cool.
That's a 16. Another nat 20. You killed another dead tree.
Damn.
Okay, enough with the nat 20 shit.
And that's a 2. If you had gotten a nat 1, that would have been a dryad that you whacked.
Black.
Well, if they had a problem, they could have said something. But they said nothing. So
Good. Gucci.
Well, I
so we
mean,
have a giant corridor.
to be fair, with your mental state at that moment where you were just raging and whacking on trees, if they had come out and said something, if there were any, you probably would have just attacked them because you were that pissed off.
Oh, I mean, they would have probably thought that it's true, but he wouldn't have.
Yeah,
He has respect for that sort of thing, because a dryad could kill him. He has respect for dryad.
You have respect for anything that could kill you.
Exactly. Polite respect for anything that can kill him.
Dracula could fuck your wife and you'd still respect him because he could kill you.
Exactly. This is your point.
Not my wife anymore.
Thistle's like, it's okay to be a cuck.
When Dracula's fucking your wife, and you just want to live.
Oh well, not my wife anymore.
Yep, not my wife anymore. Have fun with your new meat slave.
Good lord.
I need to calm down. That was a little too funny.
Yeah, damn, Corvus, what the fuck?
Okay. So, you're in the tavern.
Alright,
You're tired and hungry. It's getting to be about dinner time now, since it's about 5 p.m. at this point. You still have a beefy fucking sandwich that somehow is still in perfect condition. The bread has not dried out any, despite being out and exposed. This town is really fucking good with their magical preservatives.
Oh, but it's not healthy for you either. I'm just kidding.
Well, Thistle will chop off a portion of the sandwich and just be like, screw it, cut off a portion, grab it, put it on a plate, take it off to a corner, and eat it.
As you bite into it, one of the meats spreads like... How do I explain this? A tangy kind of juice comes from the meat and spreads across your tongue and enhances the flavor of the entire thing.
Okay.
And you're like, this is a good fucking sandwich.
Lucian goes up using her blade and chops off a piece and puts it on a plate and goes up.
Can't hear you, Keefy.
Quiet.
Oh, now you can't hear me. Okay. Lucian uses one of her blades. Uses one of her daggers, cuts off a piece of the sandwich, puts it on a plate, goes to the table and eats it.
Why would you use your blades? That stuff is dirty.
Yeah, you stabbed things with that.
Like, now this whole thing is ruined. Why would you do this?
No, you don't know, but she cleaned it, so it's alright.
Yeah, well, you can't just say you magically cleaned it without saying so beforehand. Once you've already done that.
I mean, the spell Mage Hand is one of the most disgusting spells in existence. When you really think about it, nobody ever watches their Mage Hand. You know how many things a Mage Hand touches on a daily basis?
That's why Jack doesn't have that spell.
Mage Hand is fucking gross.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm making a joke from a D&D stream I watch every now and then. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
It's funny and it makes sense. So you're good. But like, you guys have probably taken about a third of what's there of the sandwich so far. So
Sandwich.
Make sure that you leave some for Jack. And Thistle's portion wasn't that big. Like he just like grabbed a portion.
yeah.
A small portion. It wasn't like.
Yeah, I'm talking about like I'm talking like between Riser, Homura, Luthien, and Thistle. You guys have probably taken about half the sandwich. That's how big the sandwich was.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Salieri gets a small piece of it and is over there, eating it in his little corner, rocking back and forth, saying, "There's cheese in the bread."
I mean, it's a.
You know, that Tommy's actually right. There's cheese in the bread.
You're not wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
This would have made sure Salieri took the smallest portion of that sandwich because he did nothing to quote unquote earn it.
He just sat in the corner whispering about the voices in his head the entire time. So,
yeah,
Jack,
you shoot it,
Jack,
but
you
only a
finish
small
them.
portion.
You finish helping them decorate the tree, and they thank you for their help and give you 10 silver as compensation.
Jack does not take the silver. I'm just happy to help.
All right, if you insist. Have a nice evening. And you see, as the sun begins to set, you look up at the sky and see, oh, there's 3 moons.
Question. Why are there 3 moons?
Is that
There-
always like that?
There's always been 3 moons.
Guess you never really looked up at the sky.
Huh. That's interesting because never mind.
He's gonna.
And Jack will start walking back to the fireplace and flute.
You walk into the bar and you smell crisp, fresh beer and lagers being brewed in the back as Polly cooks up some dinner for the other patrons. And you smell. You know what A1 smells like, Diva?
Yes, I do know what A1 smells like.
Imagine that mixed with kind of a crisp, fruity scent that smells kind of like raspberry.
Ooh.
And
Smells good.
and you follow the scent and you notice this half of a sandwich sitting on the counter.
I noticed what?
You notice the sandwich sitting on the counter next to Riser and Homer.
Hey, Jack, there's a portion of a sandwich for you. It's our reward for saving Cisco.
That's a nice looking sandwich.
Yeah, but it's pretty delicious.
It's nighttime now, right?
Yeah, it's about 9 p.m. now.
Well, I'm fucking going.
Oh, I would mention there are 3 moons in this world.
Yay.
Yeah, so
Well,
before
well,
you
well,
Look up at the
3
sky. There are
three-
3 moons.
3 visible right now. This actual planet has about 12 moons.
Jesus, Mike, I do not know how that affects the water.
Yeah, facts. Like the tides.
I mean, if nobody seems to care that there's 3 in the sky currently, then I'm assuming that the water and tides are perfectly fine and will to literally any other point of existence with a planet that has more than 1 or more moons.
Yep. Also, I already went to the before it got dark.
Has nobody seen a place with more than 1 moon before?
Theoden, it's not actually dark. It's 8, 9-ish, but it's the sun is just setting, so it's starting to get darker.
I see. Okay. So, okay, I can stay up then for a bit.
It's not even dark out. I already see those 3 moons.
Well, I mean, that, normal for a planet, I guess, in certain cases. Depends on the planet, really. I mean, I know a place that had 4 different suns.
What the
That must
fuck?
be really hot.
Holy, how did it all
I would totally love to go there.
Funny thing.
Yeah, definitely take that pizza down and start eating it now while listening to the Thistle story.
You bite into the sandwich and what you find in it is they actually used a kind of raspberry glaze over the meat. And it's giving it a really nice bodied flavor. You really like the sandwich. And by the way, everyone that ate the sandwich is going to get advantage on their next 3 death saving throws because they used life berries as seasoning.
Okay.
Yes.
So just mark that down in your character notes. Everyone who ate the sandwich gets advantage on their next 3 death saving throws until they make them. It doesn't wear off with time.
Character notes, gotcha, Chief.
Would you mind doing that for me,
Sure.
Corvus? Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
wait,
you, I
can see my
appreciate
character
it. Alright, so, to explain, the place that I know that I know of, really, I was only there for a short while, had, 4 different suns, and it was 2 at one point, and then another 2 And then night finally. It's a very large planet with a very short night cycle, but a very long day cycle. And while the suns are in the sky, it is very hot, but the planet is mostly water, strangely enough. There was very little actual. There was a lot of plant life. There was very little. It was very human, to be completely honest. It was just basically an entire jungle planet that had 4 suns that was just constantly just exuding just heat and water, and it would sweat
I will let
all day.
While Jack is listening, he's eating a sandwich and writing this stuff down.
It was an amazing place. I can't remember the name of it. It's been a while. And yes, I've seen places with multiple moons of different varieties. I've seen a place with a golden moon that shines like a golden coin.
You hear Salieri interrupt as he screams, "That one's made of cheese!"
Oh, of course, got out. Rip.
Salieri interrupts and says, "The gold moon! The voices tell me the gold moon's made of cheese and money. We need to get to the gold moon."
Sure, if you manage to be able to jump planes to a different plane of existence, by all means, you can go to that moon and harvest it for all the cheese and gold you want. I don't care. And then he just goes back to telling, different stories of different places that he's visited over the course of his existence, basically.
Memes.
I hope that's not too big of a deal for you, Carvers, considering this is backstory.
No, it's not that bad.
Okay.
So,
yes, there are dozens of places, millions even. This isn't even the only plane of existence that anybody can exist on. The place with the 4 suns, there were actual people there.
Wow, that's
Most
so
of them
weird.
were reptilian in some sort, but most of them were relatively friendly.
And how'd you survive there?
Well, you see the amount of clothing that I wear now?
Yeah.
I took most of it off. I took most
Man,
of it off.
I can't imagine you taking all that stuff off.
Keithy, we can't hear anything again over the sound.
Breathing.
The sound of what sounds like breathing.
Oh my fucking god.
It's like, just back up the phone from your mouth just a tiny bit, bro.
I can't, then I won't hear you. Wait, hold on.
God damn it. Shit.
Alright, well, anyways, you guys are regaled by, Thistle's stories of alternate planes of existence that he's traveled to late into the night. It gets to be about 11 p.m. Theoden has already returned to his room because he's tired as shit and it's almost completely dark out again.
Bye.
Arya woke up shortly, ate a small piece of the sandwich, and then realized, oh shit, it's dark again, time to sleep again. And night falls, and you guys turn in for the night.
Nice.
Until at about 3 a.m., you guys are awoken by a high-pitched ringing-like sound. And a bright light shining through all the windows of the tavern.
Jack's going to look outside. Since he's probably the first person that can immediately get out of bed since he doesn't have a bed.
I'm professionally awake, so.
Jack and Para, you guys look out the window, and you see the life tree in the middle of the town. It's glowing.
Glowing?
Thanks, not.
No, it is glowing. There's particles of light floating in the air, and you hear what sounds, and you faintly, well, I actually want you guys to roll a perception check, all of you that are awake at the moment.
Sure.
Okay, I'm awake, so.
Perception.
Damn it.
Okay.
Okay, that was for Thistle.
Oh,
Th-
thank you. I was going to ask you to do that.
This old Brando, Keefe, you guys hear what sounds like a faint heartbeat going thump, 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 coming from the tree. Do any of you leave the inn?
I do. I want to investigate it.
You, Luthien, you leave the inn and you look up in the sky and you see all 12 of the moons aligned above the tree.
Does Jack
This'll
staring at the
does,
tree
like,
or not?
wander out at the same time.
Jack, did you leave the bar?
I was staring at the tree from my window.
Yeah, but can you see the moons above the tree from the window?
I'm not sure. I stuck my head out the window.
Oh, you stuck your head out the window. Then yeah, you can see it.
Wow. That's weird, but awesome at the same time.
I wish I had
Oh.
advantage on this.
As you guys hear the heartbeat coming from the tree, the light turquoise particles of light floating around in the air around it, and the tree glowing the same vibrant turquoise. You hear a high-pitched animalistic scream in the background.
Is that a good or bad thing?
And that's where we end today's session.
I see.
Oh, damn, we could have gone for another half hour.
That was a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to leave it. You guys are gonna have your first combat in a while next session.
Oh, we have advantage, so it's good.
On death saves, yes.
When we reach 0 HP. Oh, do I get a long rest for this?
Yes, you all see this. You guys turned in at about 11. You guys get a short rest.
Oh, damn it, I don't get any spell slots back. Fuck.
No, my rule for a short rest is you get half of your expended spell slots back.
And my special case, I probably get them all back.
Yeah, because you're literally switching characters.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are going to meet one of my little homebrew variants of a certain monster in mayhaps a horde.
Good. I get
What the
one
fuck?
subplot.
This is a little something that these the guys in the other half of the campaign called Hemogoblins.
Oh,
The boys.
Lovely. Well, I will see you guys later. I gotta get ready to get going because I'm getting the watch dog.
Alright, later, Brian.